And let's talk about how we might backtest. Now, of course, you'll want to backtest on a time frame that works for you. If you think you're going to trade on the 5 minute, backtest on the 5 minute. The good part about this is we can use a higher time frame because we're using a much bigger size for each day. Okay, so what we're gonna do is use the forecasting tools for our longs and shorts. So let's take a look at what happened yesterday. Yesterday, price broke the high. So according to our rules, if price breaks the prior day high, I will go short. Okay, great. So we could come over here, we can do a short position right on this level right here, which would be our prior day high. Now, if you'll notice, this is the forecasting tool. Right there where it says number 1, that is a 1-to-1. That means that the stop loss and the take profit are the same size. So I'm going to inch these to the correct place. And you'll notice that yesterday, we just barely got up here and we would have lost the trade based on our rules, okay? Let's write down some details because that's going to be really important. We want to keep track of what's happening. We want to remember it's got to be statistical. It's got to be odds, probability based, which means you also have to take down very specific information. So let's say we want to get granular on this and we want to find out how big was the stop loss and the take profit. That would be my first place to step. So the stop loss, take profit, since they are the same size, was, as you see there, 320 points. Okay, great. Now the next thing that we can take note of is, was this a winner or a loser? Okay, so it was a loser. Cool. The last thing that we're going to want, just off the top of my head, would be how far this went in our favor. Did it go anything in our favor? Well, as soon as price came up here and it crossed over, we never got into the green area, which would be in our favor, okay? So in this case, price went directly to our stop loss and it went 0 points in our favor, okay? So now we've got this specific day set up. Boom, done, perfect. Now in this case, Wednesday, previous day, what happened? Price comes up, opens right here, struggles a little bit, and then you notice how it hits the high and then reverses. So if it hits the high, what are we gonna do? We're gonna take a short. We're gonna take it right there at the high. We want to make sure that we've got these equaling 1. You see 1-to-1. And you'll notice that price went there and it went directly to our take profit. Okay, well, fantastic. That would have been a winning day. So we write that the first thing we need to know is how big are both of them. Our take profits and stop losses are both about 290 points. Now, why would I write this down? Well, me personally, I am very interested in data. So I want to know everything about this backtesting because as you're backtesting, you can collect the most amount of data. If later on you think, oh, it would have been really nice to have this data, now you have to go back and do it all over again. So collecting as much data as possible ahead of time is extremely useful. So 290 points there, it was a winner, right? And then in cases of winners, we want to know, or I would definitely want to know, how far did it go against us, which is a term called drawdown. Drawdown means how far did a trade take you into the red. So all we have to do is look at from where we would have entered to how high it went. And you'll notice this is 28 points. Okay, cool. So 28 points goes into the red against us. Perfect. Then we just go and we take our next one.